Brother.
And I'm CuZo Smif. What it do, y'all? Back for another episode. Um, yeah, my brain just literally went somewhere, but the Oscars is what we gonna talk about first. Of course, why not? You know?
We're talking about the Oscars.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
I gotta say, I think it was a really good year, and I can't say.
But like, brother, freezing up on me. Hold on.
Oh, I think we lost him. Oh no, he's back.
I'm here. Okay, so did everything freeze? Did something freeze?
Yeah, but we're still rolling, man.
All right, cool. All right, so we back on. So anyway, yeah, let's get into the Oscars, man. Yeah, wasn't nobody getting smacked up this year. Let's talk about that first. But that's how Jimmy Kimmel wanted to open it up. What you thought about him being host, first of all?
I haven't watched too much Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, I've been watching that dude since the days of The Man Show. Did you ever watch The Man Show?
Nah.
Go watch The Man Show to see how Jimmy Kimmel was compared to now.
The Man Show.
Oh man, it's if any listeners know about The Man Show, you already know it's a raunchy show that definitely would not be approved of nowadays. But it's both where him and Adam Carolla started, I believe.
Okay. I might check it out. Because I don't really, I don't really get his sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. But, hey, it is what it is. But I can say, the thing, what stood out to you the most?
What, in the Oscars?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Isn't that the shining beacon of the Oscars this year? I mean, it won everything.
Yeah, that's what it was,
And you told me you still haven't seen it yet.
No, I have not seen it, and I will check it out to see what all the hype was about. Because to me personally, I believe that Angela Bassett should have won for Best Supporting Actress.
Okay, what did you like about her performance?
Her performance was who her character was. Her character was very believable. You know what I mean? She held her own. I can say that, with her dying, it was kind of like, I don't know, I felt bad. Like, I really cried, you know what I'm saying? Just everything with the emotions and how they had to just rewrite the story and they still came out with this beautiful movie. It's a lot of people out there that did not like it, but me personally, I really did love the movie. But with Angela Bassett's performance, it really stood out. It was very strong. For her to be, supporting, she stood out, though, like, the most, as I said. So, I don't know. I just felt like, it was kind of a snub, that she lost to the great Jamie Lee Curtis. She is great. I can't deny that. She did lose to a great, but, yeah, that shit was kind of crazy to me.
I think snub is a strong word. I think it's a strong word.
She is a strong actress, and it's a strong argument. I'm sorry, I can't speak. It's a strong argument for her.
What? I mean, that she was good, right?
She was amazing.
Okay. So, by this next episode, listeners, keep us honest on this. I will watch Wakanda Forever, and Zoe will watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. And then we'll come back and we'll see whose opinions have changed and why. I'm very interested to see, because I don't watch many Marvel movies. I saw Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice. It was a good movie. So I'm interested to see where it's going in this iteration. I'm even more interested to see your reaction after the end of that movie.
Okay.
I think you are going to like it a lot more than you expect.
All right. I mean, I can give you that. I can definitely give you that. You know, but I don't know. I just felt like Angela should have won that, man.
And I think it was just a really strong year. I think that's another thing. I think that if it was not even if it was a weak year, but if it was even like a normal year, like she would have taken that no question. But it was stacked for supporting actress.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about it too. The competition was there, you know.
I mean, to double up on it, there were 2 people in Everything Everywhere All at Once that got nominated.
That is true.
I don't know how to say Stephanie's last name, but I can say that I actually enjoyed her performance more than I enjoyed Jamie Lee Curtis's performance. So you'll know immediately who both are, and just wait. It's hype. It's like I've already watched it twice and bought the Blu-ray of it. I love that movie. A fun little fact about it, it was also done on a shoestring budget for the most part.
Oh yeah, it definitely looked like it.
Oh, you don't even know. Just wait.
I mean, either way it goes, it you know, from the previews, it did look pretty good. What else?
I'm excited to see Wakanda Forever. I can't believe I've dropped out on seeing it.
Yes, you should see it.
I forgot there was even another Avatar movie. Honestly.
Yo, I'm not really interested in watching that movie. I don't know why, but I'm just not, like, you know. It's one of those things where you see like everybody watching it, but you don't really want to watch it. It's almost like that. What was that one? Trio, the one with the wolf and what was his name? Was it Jacob Latner? No. People with Team Jacob and Team whatever the hell. And
Twilight.
Twilight. Yo, I was not watching that. I wasn't watching
Twilight's completely different than Avatar, I would also say.
I mean, I'm saying like as far as like a series kind of thing, like everybody's paying attention to, everybody want to watch it and shit. I'm not.
Unless it's Marvel.
Hey, Marvel is worth it, bro. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Oh man, there was another Top Gun movie too. See, that's a movie, for example, I heard fantastic things about. Everybody said was so good, and I have no interest in it because I think Tom Cruise is crazy.
Yeah. I'm not, bruh. I don't even know. Like, I just don't even want to watch them. But speaking of not worth it, you know what is not worth it, man? Trying to get views on TikTok and then losing your kid. Let's talk about it, right? So, a mother ends up, you know, wrapping her child up in saran wrap for TikTok. So what happened? CPS is called and they took her son away. Do you think she deserved it, brother?
Seems like child abuse. I mean, I think there's punishing your child, and then I think there is abusing your child on the pretext of punishment.
I don't even know.
Like, it's something that would be funny in a sitcom or funny in a TV show, but you don't do that to your kids.
I don't even know where to begin. Right?
What do you think?
I think she's dumb. That's what I really think. You know, I think she's very dumb for this. Like what's the process? That's really what I wanna say first. What is the thought process? And then you play it out. You gotta think about that. And then this lady, how old is this heifer? How old
Maybe
are
her
you,
thought
lady?
process was,
They're not even saying.
I can't find my belt, but I did just buy this industrial size saran wrap from my local Costco.
Bruh, I'm just saying, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would you even try to wrap your son up? Like, now I don't know, can't that damn near suffocate him?
That can't damn near suffocate. I mean, if it was high up enough,
Like,
it damn could suffocate.
You know what I'm saying? No, that it cut that shit off, don't it?
I mean,
Like for your lungs and shit,
there could be
you
a ton
know?
of things that could go wrong from that. Like, yeah, constriction, all that stuff. Like, bad news.
I don't know.
I mean, it's abuse, plain and simple. If somebody disagrees, I'm interested to hear. Because brother's advice of the day is, if you wouldn't do it to an adult, you probably shouldn't do it to a kid.
I just feel like you kind of wrapped up the wrong thing. That's how I feel. You should have told him. You should have told that man to wrap up, so you wouldn't be wrapping up this damn kid. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the real message. All right. Don't nobody need none of that. Men, y'all need to look to the men, bro. You gotta watch who y'all tapping up, bro. Come on, man. You gotta watch who you shooting the club up in. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
It's a lot of, for real, bro. Everybody just out here getting loose and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I heard the other day a dude had 7 kids. You know, I think he had like I think he had 6 or 7. I think he went 7 for 7. You know, baby mamas and shit, right? And he talk about some. I'm not responsible. How the fuck? How do you come up with how do you see? That's the problem with me, bro. I have a short patience. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how do adults have this mindset of, yeah, got a kid, I ain't got no responsibility. What are you talking about?
Because they're not adults. Really. I think there's a big misconception that when everybody grows up, when everybody gets older, that they become an adult. And I don't think that's the case. I think a lot of people morph into adult children, which are like middle schoolers, but 20 times worse.
But 7 for 7 is crazy. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that.
After the financial impact of the first one, wouldn't you go, damn, it's cheaper to buy some rubbers?
It definitely is. It definitely is. I think that I don't know, man. I don't know. Fellas got to be real with themselves, and like just having multiple holes may not be the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It might not be the right thing to do. Cause I mean, look, this is how I personally feel. When you do the thing, when you do what it do, you know, you start to deal with certain vibes, spirits, and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You may want to talk about no strings attached. But them spirits do attach. I'm letting you know right now. It's a lot of fellas out there who just tapping multiple and multiple women. And they dealing with multiple spirits, bro. Demons even. Be careful out there, fellas. I'm telling you, be careful.
Dude, I'm not telling the fellas to be careful. I'm saying be fucking responsible.
Yeah, that too.
Like, don't go out. Yeah, not even be careful. Don't be careful. Maybe we should tell women to be careful.
Yeah,
like,
especially
dudes going around trying to bang 6 girls and like act like he's their one and only, and then oops, we found out he's actually a prick.
That too.
Oh no.
That too.
What am I gonna do with these kids now?
Yeah, but at the same time, ain't nobody off the hook. Nobody's off the hook,
and
though.
they shouldn't. That's what's crazy about those things is, again, after the first 1 or 2 children, unless you're really raking in money, you're having to pay a lot of money. And I think in a lot of cases, there are people that pursue alimony a lot, pursue child support a lot, but I don't think there's a lot of cases where people will be like, oh, but I love him. so he doesn't need to pay. Like, no. No. It doesn't matter about you or him. It matters about the kid.
Right.
And people that spend child support money on themselves are also completely fucked, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too
Completely fucked.
that I think that's where really what a distrust lies right there within, especially the black community. You feel what I'm saying? It's just that that dynamic right there, you know what I'm saying? Where it just be like when child support come up, most of the time it's a lot of men out here that pay. You feel me? Oftentimes we talk about the men who don't, but let's talk about the men who do. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Most of the time in our community, they be wanting more. The women would be wanting more, or it just be the fact of like the men don't necessarily know how to handle that certain, situation. Because it's like most of them don't fight. They just sit there and not pay. And now they backed up. And now they license suspended. Now they go to jail. Like, bro, just take care of the business. You know what I'm saying? Just take care of the business. Because the worst thing that could happen is now it's like you sat there and let things go to court. Let things, I don't know, bro, just worsen. And it's like, it just don't make sense to me.
Yeah. Like, you gotta... Not paying it doesn't make your life better. Like, yeah, okay, she's a terrible person. You made a terrible mistake. You had a kid with somebody that you've realized doesn't
Still a
care.
blessing. The child is still a blessing. We will get that out the way.
Yes. I mean, yeah, if every child was only a blessing if they were planned, there wouldn't be many blessings in the world, is all I'm saying. But I really think that it's a double problem then at that point, right? Like, women are spending the money on themselves in those contexts and not on the kid, but it shouldn't be to, like, support them. It should be for the kid solely.
Yes.
But above all of that, you still gotta pay it. It doesn't matter if it's screwed up. Like, I'm sure there's some with legal way to figure that out.
Yeah, you
I
better
don't know
fight.
if there is. But the worst thing that will come out of it is busting your ass and maybe making more money. Yeah, you'd have to pay more, but, like,
Yeah.
there's a trade-off.
Yeah, it's a lot of sacrificing you gotta do, for children. I don't have one, but I was a child. My dad, he dealt with child support. So it's like, hey, man. And, like, I know that shit was pissing him off left and right. I know it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel for him. And, I feel for all the BDs, the baby daddies out there. That's what I mean. Don't get it twisted. Because I know it's some rap fans that'll be watching and shit. That's not what I mean. But, anyway. What needs to happen is, there needs to be some kind of connection, reconnection, as I should say, between man and woman within the black community. You feel what I'm saying? Especially like with rappers and stuff like that. We just had that recent, thing with Meg and Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. And it's just like, we seen that divide. We seen what happened. And it's just not, with her being a celebrity, it's just the fact of how often does it happen where, us as men, we doing wrong to these women. Let's keep it 100. If she was not the celebrity, that we know of her to be, this story would have been, just swept under. It would have just been looked over and stuff like that. And then with the power of, who Tory Lanez is, you feel me? He definitely would have got off on that. But if he was a nobody, yeah, like he would have went to jail quite sooner. Quite sooner.
Right.
But it's just like how many of these stories, don't come out. It's a lot of abuse, within our community, and we need to try to figure out how we can, like, build some, glue it back together, bro. Because it's a big ass gap right now between black men and black women.
That's a shame. I mean, obviously, I can't speak too much on the fact.
I know.
But I also, with that, I would say that it's really something that needs to be handled from both sides, regardless. Because for every guy that acts shitty, there's probably a woman acting shitty. And for every guy that's acting good, there's a woman acting good. It's just trying to, man, really just trying to make everybody not be dicks. Like, let's keep it real there. It's just,
yeah,
pay your bills, do the right thing. It's really not that hard. It's really not that hard.
Yeah. And I don't even feel like there's too much of a bitter factor. I just think it's just seeing the same thing over and over and over again, to where it's just like, we assume things about each other without even knowing each other. And I'm talking about, man, woman. And I just think that that's just really, really detrimental, to our community. So if we at some point we got to figure it out, because this shit looking terrible. This shit really looking terrible. Just from the outside, looking at most relationships. You know what I mean? Domestic violence has been one of the biggest problems that we do have. What is it? Cheating, lying. You know how it is. The typical shit is still happening, but it's just like, we don't need to do that. We obviously seen how bad, a lot of this shit has come out to be.
Cheating and lying, to me, are things that are bad, but they've always happened in the world. They're always gonna happen. And I'm quotation marking here for our listeners, as long as a child is not involved, it's just part of nature, unfortunately. However, abuse is not acceptable under any circumstances to me. There's no context for it.
Correct.
Or no pretext for it, I suppose it's the right word. Yeah, I think I've had some anti-domestic violence messages in the past, so I won't go more into those. But everybody, really, report it. It's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, man.
Or get out if you can.
I just think it's just the fact of, bro, just do better. Just do better.
Yeah.
If you see what you're doing is kind of fucked up, bro, don't follow through, man. You ain't gotta follow through, and that's what a lot of y'all do too, and that should be pissing me off. Right? A lot of y'all be pissing me off with this shit, where it just be like, oh man, I know this is wrong, but okay, so there should not be no but. That's wrong. You feel what I'm saying?
You know who knows something is wrong and still does it?
Who that?
Two things: children and animals.
Yeah.
I'll let everybody categorize themselves appropriately.
And women that I be calling them dogs. I mean, hey, but then again, dogs be the most loyal. That's what it's confusing.
Seriously, it's frustrating at times,
Yeah.
Everybody will talk about how hard it is to do the right thing. And like, oh, I gotta do XYZ, but I'm gonna do this instead. And yeah, we all do that to some degree or not. But when it's impacting your life to the point where it's severely affected, or it's impacting the lives of others, God forbid children, get your shit together.
Right.
That's Brother's message of the day. This is a daily check to get your shit together. And we all don't totally have our shit together. Nobody will. But if you're thinking, and if you're thinking others, and you're thinking your children, pull it together.
Yeah. And speaking of children, You know what I'm saying? Because we still on y'all neck for some of y'all parents. We still on y'all neck. Yeah, so a 4-year-old girl was killed by her 3-year-old sister.
The hell? How?
Yeah, hold on, let me see. They gained access to a gun that was inside the room that they were in, left unattended. It's Houston, Texas.
Dude, that's fucked. You know, how do we... I guess this is the age-old problem. How do we deal with just irresponsible gun owners?
It's frustrating,
yo,
bro.
and that goes to people both with and without legal weapons. Across the board. Like, something like that could happen to anybody with an open gun laying around. And kids around, obviously. Yeah, protect your investment, y'all. Get a little safe, or at least a gun lock to make sure that if you have a kid over, they're not gonna freaking kill somebody.
What do you do? How do you live after that? As a parent, I like, you know, because I don't know.
Siblings?
Yeah, these are siblings.
Damn.
Because I'm pretty sure the parents are gonna be charged for this shit.
You don't a lot of the times.
Who do you charge? You know, do you charge them both or whoever it belongs to?
I mean, you charge who it belongs to. They're the ones legally with the burden of responsibility for making sure that gun is handled. The other person's not licensed, not registered to that gun. That's like you covering a car that's not yours. You know? It doesn't matter if you and this other person are together. If the title's under your name, title's under your name.
Okay. Speaking of who should be...
That's a fucking shame.
I can't really, you know, I can't really let that sink, because then I'm going to go through a whole rant about how it's just easy to just be responsible. It is not that hard.
It really isn't.
Fuck. Okay. Anyway, speaking of who should be charged, you know, as far as the question goes, who should be charged for all these, you know, all these trains just fucking up on the rails, just crashing and crumbling and just releasing all types of toxins and stuff? How do you feel about this?
So for the Ohio one, or there was another one where a passenger car crashed in Greece not too long ago.
In Greece?
Yeah.
See, I heard about the two in Ohio, the one in Alabama. I don't believe that the news is talking enough about the one in Florida. Just a second.
There was one in Florida?
Make sure. Because what I'm tired of already, I ain't even gonna lie, is these damn trains. Because they're not really making sense to me, really.
What do you mean?
Why are we still using trains?
Why wouldn't we use trains?
I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
Go.
Use a truck.
Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna destroy this one right now.
Go ahead.
Have you ever heard of the Shinkansen?
Brother, I can't even spell that. I don't even know.
It's all good. So, it is a bullet train in Japan.
Hey, invest.
That train is worth it. 100 million times. If we had this equivalent in the U.S., similar to the interstate system, you probably wouldn't have to drive. Really. They are totally encompassing pretty much most of Japan. You can go damn near from tip to tip with it. So trains can be really, really good. It's the people. It's the people that suck. See, how many trains run per day? I don't see any trains causing problems. I see people driving the trains and maintaining the shit for the trains causing the problem.
Yes.
So how do we get better people? We don't be dicks to each other. It all comes back.
I think really, man, you just gotta realize maintaining is not hard either.
No.
I feel like it's a lot of rust. Like, all the trains look rusty as fuck. Okay? Nothing looks updated. Look like they've been using the same carts for decades. Alright? So, I think that's really what it is as well. Like, I don't know, man. We gotta start taking better care of stuff.
Of all of our shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I know it's not. I know it's
just
not
our
clicking right now, but I'm just being honest, like, because I'm really biting my tongue on what I really want to say, what I really want to say. Because what I really want to say, I don't want to ruffle.
Must be spicy.
Yeah, it's been a while since we released the episode. Might as well. Okay. So how the fuck is it, right? Here we go. How is it that we send in every last $1 trillion we have to Ukraine? What for?
What for?
We broke as a bitch. We suffering. You know what I'm saying? As a country. You feel me? We what's that damn word called? Recession. We dealing with a lot of stuff right now, bro. We got a lot of damn, you know what I'm saying, protests going on still, you feel me? We got stuff like laws being passed to go back to the 60s and 50s. It's just a bunch of shit to where it's just like, okay, first of all, we need to make sure we building new schools. We obviously need more schools in America because we getting fucking dumb by the minute. Okay? Definitely upgrade these books once you open up these new schools. We don't need new schools and old ass books. Okay? It's a lot of, you know, like the railroads you just said. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we have a list. But for some reason, Ukraine became before every single thing. We have people who got dirty ass water. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, it's kind of fucking with me. You feel what I'm saying? It really is, bro. Cause it looked like Blue don't want to do nothing but spend some money for the blue and yellow. Okay? It's not making no kind of sense. Rent higher than a bitch.
What'd you say?
Rent higher than a bitch. Bread costs too motherfucking much. Eggs going up. Brother, we got egg problems, cuz. Last year it was the chicken. This year it's the egg.
It's almost like they're connected. Wow.
I'm really trying not to laugh because I'm pissed. Because these motherfuckers don't realize, bro. They fucking up historic shit. How we fuck up with the chicken? Now we fucking up the egg.
Because we're trying to make 12 bajillion eggs and 12 bajillion chickens. And things don't scale as well as we would like. I think that's my take on that.
It's the fuck
is
shit.
That we've optimized things as far as we can, and that's made it super cheap. Like, you're saying the price of eggs or chicken are going up. Like, think of how much a dozen eggs would cost if the nearest person to you had like 3 chickens, and that was your source of eggs.
That's
Got-
cake.
I mean, same with the chicken. That's the reason people used to trade livestock, is because it's like you don't have a distributed network of shit. That's it. That's what you can get.
I ain't gonna lie. The big homie, he had some chickens. He used to get me eggs.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's why I said it's. I don't know. It looked like we're gonna have to go back to farming. So that's why I said it's looking like we're gonna have to go back to the 40s without the racism.
I heard, yeah, definitely without the racism, please. Yeah. We don't want to go back. We don't want to do that.
You know what be killing me sometimes, bro? It be killing me sometimes. Like, look, don't take this the wrong way, y'all. But it be killing me sometimes. Like you know how with old white people, they be like, "Hey man, you know it ain't nothing like the good old days when things were just simpler." Simpler for who?
Yep.
Simpler for who? Okay, cause look, baby, from how you look, it look like y'all spraying a nigga. Okay, all right, okay. I don't remember no simple time. Okay, your shit was over here, our shit was over here. That's not simple, baby. What if I was born back then and I seen Lil Jon? You know what I'm saying? I can't go over there cause her, you know what I'm saying? She had the other water fountain. I can't go to that water fountain. You feel what I'm saying? That was some bullshit. Oh, some water? You can't drink. I can't drink some water. You gotta think about how petty that shit was back in the day.
Dude,
I can't sit at the table.
So ridiculous. I can't.
You feel what I'm saying? Niggas don't even sit at the bar now, okay? We want a table, all right? Don't nobody want to sit at no damn bar. That's what we did back in the day for no damn reason. We fought to sit at a damn bar. We don't want to sit at no bar. Give me the table, right? Where the waitress can see me, bitch, in the front, okay? I ain't worried about no damn bar. You remember the last time I sat at a bar? My damn legs hurt, and I couldn't feel my feet because my legs were dangling. I don't want to sit at no bar. For what? Anyway, I'll rest my case. We in 2023.
No, but there is a hint of truth in that. Of things were simpler because we didn't have things like the internet or computers or, you know, all of the extra responsibilities in life that come from a digital culture. Like listen to our dumbasses on this podcast right now.
Jesus. Anyway, I'm off that. That's funny.
But no. Hey, also shout out to people that live. Shout out to all the black folk that lived through segregated America and still are actually like nice to white people. Because honestly, out of every generation, yes, we still have atrocities happen, but like thinking of those same atrocities happening in like institutionalized in every city, and they still are to a degree, but not literally like written out in the law, split out. To think of that happening and to still be cool, props.
Yeah.
Bonus points if you're an interracial couple from that time period. That's really when things got...
big ups to y'all for sure.
Yeah, y'all survived the gauntlet of problems.
Yeah. Me and brother, we're interracial co-hosts.
We are, and we could do that with the freedoms that we have, thank God.
Absolutely.
That's one thing I can say is no matter what kind of crazy shit happens, I'm still happy to be here. I question a lot of America's policies on things, sure. Yeah. But I also can do that and not go to jail. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And we both can agree that Ron DeSantis is a meathead dumb fuck.
Dude, did you see he recently received a snowflake from somebody, a paper snowflake? And he posted a picture of himself with it, and it says in the snowflake, fascist.
Yeah, I probably would have wrote some other shit.
Let me get the link on this. You'll get a good kick out of this.
I'm sick of him. I really am. I personally don't believe he like diversity like that. Yeah, you can hire a couple people, but everybody got to now. No. That's part of the law.
And also,
allegedly.
on top of that, I don't even think that I don't think he cares anything about race. I think that he'll do whatever will get him the most votes. What I do think he cares about, and what I'm concerned about, is his like semi-crusader attitude from a religious perspective. And I know we have a lot of people of varying religions in our listener group, and I know we both are as well. But man, he's been really hammering home on that. And unfortunately, if we haven't looked at other countries and realized that the countries with their laws based on religion typically don't fare so well when it comes to the average person, we should look again. But yeah, look up that link I just sent you.
That's just kind of funny, and it's very smart. And that's why I said, look at this. This is beautiful. So this woman that's in the picture, she made this?
I think so. She took a picture with both of them.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I think, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not going to be a hater, you know, if... I don't... it's tough for me because, you know, you got to think about it. Right? Do you really... Because, like, what if this is his goal? You won't want somebody to shit on your goal, right? You won't want somebody to not make their goal, right? But at the same time, it's just like, bro, you suck. I kind of don't want you to win president. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been saying that he's running for president and all of this shit. So it's just like, I don't want to be the type of individual to be like hoping somebody don't make their goal because I'm trying to make mine. You feel me? But it's just like, bro, his views is wild as fuck.
I don't want him to get in office because I think that a lot of the stuff we saw with the Trump, it'll be a lot of the stuff we saw during the Trump administration minus the comedy bits.
Trump was funny as hell.
I think that they both are rallying the same conservative bloc, and I think that DeSantis isn't dumb. Trump was dumb. Trump's dumb as fuck. And anybody that disagrees with me, just go look at the news from 2016 to 2021. Probably still now. I don't even know. But, like, I don't think DeSantis is an idiot. And to me, that's more dangerous.
Yeah. Because that's why I definitely know he's intelligent. I know that for a fact. He's young, too. So he got some time. If old bitch McConnell, if he can live this long and still do what he doing with that scriggly ass neck, I know damn well this boy got hella time.
Dude, turtles live forever, don't you know?
Yeah, I know that. And fuck ass Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? If they can just be around for all this fucking time, I'm pretty sure DeSantis gonna be there for a long time too. Okay?
Yep.
Fuck.
You smart. He posed with a snowflake that says fascist in it.
I will not say what I want to say. Okay? Anyway.
Nah. Go for it. This has been a spicy episode.
It is not. I do not want to be very picante, alright? Anyway. It all boils down to, you know, who is our president now? Who do we see him as? You know what I'm saying? Who do you see your president as now compared to who he was when this motherfucker wanted a lot of us in the camera like this?
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts?
I view him as a placeholder for the cogs of the government. It's kind of how I view every president. Everybody thinks that presidents have a ton of power, and they do have a good bit of power, don't get me wrong. But, like, there's a lot of systems in the works to make what they do happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not a huge fan of Biden. I feel like it was another weak noodle primary for Democrats for that time. I hope they find somebody that, like, people like more. Because they're not doing a good job. I think the problem is that the people that are likable and the people that aren't idiots and can get it done aren't necessarily always the same people.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, I need to be a limit.
I want bring back boring government. I don't want some firebrand on one side or the other coming in. I want somebody that goes, hey, here's my plan. It's actually doable. I plan on having it done in 4 years. We'll deal with whatever as it sees fit. Like, don't... I guess I wish there were less politics in politics. I wish there were less politics in government overall. But that's pretty much the hub of politics. So
yeah, because I definitely would have got behind that boy Pete Buttigieg. Whatever that damn name is. I think I said it right. But I ain't gonna lie, I already said how I felt about him. Like, you know, like shit, I wish I had my vote back, but I can't. But at this point, I just feel like, bro, like, he don't really care about America. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't know what happened. I really don't know. You know, it's just, I don't know, bro. Like, it's frustrating.
I think that this all goes back to what you were talking about of why we're sending so much money to Ukraine.
Yes.
So, I think that's, like, multi-layered. You know, we're sending it for support, obviously, humanitarian aid, obviously, but the bulk of that money is essentially padding a space
mm-hmm.
in a board game that we're not in control of. I think that a lot of what we're spending money on right now
mm-hmm.
is to essentially keep us as in our position in the world. Because Russia's kind of stalemating in Ukraine, but they cannot go into Ukraine. Like, that's not, from a geopolitical perspective, that's major, not a cool thing. Other countries have joined NATO, which is another big thing, including countries like Finland. And you have these other superpowers like China and Russia that are getting stronger. Russia maybe not as much. Russia's just kind of like a constant threat of causing nuclear war for everybody. But China's growing, and China's becoming more of a potential true rival for us.
Okay. Because I was looking for you to say that.
Yeah.
Say the T word.
That's really what it comes down to, is we rely on them a lot, and they rely on us a lot. But we both kind of want to be chief.
Is there smoke?
Do what?
Is there smoke?
Is there smoke?
Yeah. Between the United States and China.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna sound old as fuck here. What does smoke mean?
Is there beef?
Okay, there we go. Bring it back for me a little bit. Okay, I mean, yes, like there's a rivalry. There's nothing armed going on. It's not a confrontation like that. But you have two countries that have very strict ways of how they want the world to go.
Mm-hmm.
And those ways don't really see eye to eye. And even if they can see eye to eye, they both want to be in charge. And something that we take for granted is that in the big geopolitical board game, we're a very big piece. I would say, as far as like, if anything went down, we're the largest piece. And other countries don't like that, to varying degrees.
Alright, it's making sense. It's making sense.
It's all, and that's really, if you think about all of that money, it's to make sure that we stay in the position that we want to be in the board game. That's really, we can say it's for humanitarian aid, we can say it's for weapons to make sure that they can defend their territory for one reason or another, but it all comes down to, we have to hold that line. Every other country there does not have nearly the amount of resources that we do to hold that line, except for us.
Right. But then they want to, I don't know, man. That's probably why this Roe v. Wade shit done went away. Because they trying to make sure everybody, you know what I'm saying, have these kids so they can send their ass overseas and fight. I think that's what's going on at this point. You know what I'm saying? I think, like you said, this is a war machine. War machine.
Do we need a one-child law like China then?
Hell no. Hell no. Because, I mean, you know. I don't know. Because I mean, down in America, I don't know. Them motherfuckers said, hey, ain't no abortions. But you also ain't going to get no help.
Yep.
Hey, with that being said, man, I am CuZo Smif.
And this is Brother.
Yes, another episode. Thanks for listening to us. Love.